Hey, what are you doing here? No, I don't have a problem with you sitting next to me. It's just more along the lines of no one ever tends to do it. To the others, I'm just some outcast loser, I guess. But I never really cared for popularity. Or friends. I mean, only my family and like 3 people, but other than that, who cares? I mean, unless they're my boss or something in the future, then obviously I'll care about them, but if they're just someone who doesn't even like me, why should I even try and pretend to like them? Look, I won't go so far as to say friendship is overrated, because in my opinion, it's really not. It's not overrated. It's just not always necessary. I mean, I'm sure you've seen the popular people who have like 10 friends surrounding them at all times or something like that, I don't know. But as long as you have 1 or 2 really good friends, that's it's all you need. I mean, you know that expression, right? What was it? Oh, it's on the tip of my tongue. Ah, yes. Quality over quantity. In other words, if you have 2 to 3 really, really good friends who are always nice to you, always talk to you, always there for you, that's way better and way more important than like 20 friends who ditch you at the first sign of trouble. Well, not trouble, problems, I suppose. But you want a friend who's going to be there for you. You don't want one who's there for the good times but disappears whenever you need help. That's not a friend, that's just a hangout buddy. But I guess hangout buddies serve their own purpose. They do tend to be the life of the party, after all. But it's also nice to have some friends. At least 1 or 2. Look, as I said before, I don't really have a problem with you sitting next to me like this. It's just a bit awkward for me, and I'm not exactly sure how to react to it. I mean, I always come off as cold and distant, maybe even a little bit mean. People tend to stay away from me, and here you are, strutting right up to me and trying to start a conversation like I'm a popular person. I'm not a popular person. In fact, I'm a very unpopular person. I don't fit in, but I don't mind, since I'm not trying to. I did read a fashion magazine once, and I tried to copy the looks in it, but I ended up realizing that they just weren't for me, and that's okay. I've seen lots of girls and guys and people who've got some amazing fashion sense. They can really pull off the looks that they're trying to. As for me, I can't pull off high fashion. I can just pull off what I wear on a daily basis. And I think it looks good on me. But people don't really like it when I try to stray away from the crowd. I'm not a sheep. I don't blindly follow the crowds or the trends. But I don't entirely do my own thing either. I mean, I do what I like. And I feel like that's how everyone should be. Just do what you like, wear what you like what you like. It doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things. It's just something you have to do for yourself. Learn to accept yourself and like what you like, and try not to be influenced by other people. I mean, beyond reasonability. I've been influenced by other people, and it showed me new things that I liked that I never would have known about otherwise. But trying to copy someone's interests, or way of speaking, or fashion sense, or walk, it's not a good idea. Not in the slightest. Wow. Just talking to you has brought a laugh out of me. I don't really feel emotions very often. Wow. I guess you're bringing out the best in me. I guess I should thank you for that. Thank you. Oh, you just made me smile. That's a bit awkward. Well, maybe you should go, and maybe I should just get back into the book I was reading. Huh? What do you mean? Alright, fine. Stay. Stay all you want, chat all you want, do whatever. I mean, I don't feel like stopping you. So I guess you're here to stay, huh? Thanks. Thank you. I appreciate this. Most people kind of avoid me. Like I'm either a nobody, or like I'm some kind of deadly disease, or a virus. As if touching me, or talking to me, or interacting with me in any sort of way will make you a social outcast, like it's the worst thing in the world. In fact, it'd probably be in your best interest if you stop talking to me as well. I don't want you to become the bottom of the food chain. I mean, I'm not the worst in this school. I typically don't get bullied. People throw a few snarky remarks at me here and there, but I just ignore it and move on with my day, and so do the people who say them. So I'm not bullied. It's just more people disliking me than anything. And it's been happening for years, but I just learned to deal with it. Wow. So people don't like you either, huh? I must admit I'm surprised. You seem like a pretty good person. Well, they're missing out, in my opinion. I'd be glad to have you as a, oh, why is this so hard to say? Friend. If you're open to it. Because again, I don't want you to become the bottom of the food chain. Oh, thank you. I am so happy, and that's not something I feel very often. I'm so glad you agreed to be my friend. Hey, you want my number? We can text each other often. Oh, it feels so great to have a friend.